Bubba and Norman, a cat and a Rottweiler who became family. Some friendships begin with a spark. Others begin with hesitation, curiosity, and slow steps. And sometimes they begin with two animals who, on the surface, have nothing in common except an open heart. This is the story of Bubba, a confident little cat with a bold personality, and Norman, a big Rottweiler with a gentle soul. It's a story that proves love isn't always loud or flashy. It's quiet, persistent, and often shows up when we least expect it. Bubba was the first to arrive. A striped little troublemaker with eyes full of mischief and a strut, like he owned every room. He claimed every surface, every sunbeam, and every human lap without asking. He was the kind of cat who knocked pens off desks just to watch them fall. A small creature with a big attitude. She loved him instantly. He was company in the quiet moments, warmth in the cold ones, and always a little unpredictable, which made life more interesting. For a while, it was just the two of them. Until her husband brought up the idea of getting a dog. Not just any dog or Rottweiler. She hesitated. Rottweilers were big, intimidating. She had heard the stories, aggression, unpredictability, danger, but her husband was persistent and she wanted to understand. She began to research not just the scary headlines, but real stories from real people. She discovered a different picture: dogs who were loyal, loving, and deeply connected to their families. With some cautious optimism, they brought Norman home. Norman was a giant puppy, paws too big for his body, ears that flopped when he ran, a tail that wagged even when he wasn't sure why, and a heart as soft as a cloud. But to Bubba, Norman was a walking, panting, tail-wagging invasion of his space. They didn't rush the introduction. Norman stayed in a playpen at first, giving Bubba time to watch him, to study him. Bubba approached slowly, tail twitching, eyes sharp. Every time Norman moved, Bubba leapt back like he'd seen a ghost, but he always came back. Curiosity kept drawing him in. At first, he only came close when Norman was asleep. He would tiptoe up, sniff once, and dash away, like he hadn't done anything at all. "He smells cute," she whispered once, smiling. "That's a puppy," she laughed. And then things changed. One day, Bubba ran across the room with all the speed and drama of a lion on a mission. Norman, wide-eyed and eager, gave chase not to dominate, but to play. It was a little clumsy, a little chaotic, but in that moment, something clicked. From then on, they played every day. Norman chased, Bubba darted, Bubba pounced, Norman rolled. It didn't matter that Norman was 5 times bigger. He played like he knew exactly how fragile his friend was, and Bubba played like he'd just found the best toy in the world. Soon, they were inseparable. She found them one evening curled up together in Norman's crate. Bubba's small frame was tucked safely into Norman's chest. Norman didn't move a muscle. He just lay there, eyes half closed, breathing slow, protecting his little brother. It became routine. They chased each other through the house, played tug-of-war with stuffed animals, and napped in sunbeams. Bubba always took the lead. Norman always followed. And they always found each other, whether it was time to play or just sit quietly together. It wasn't perfect. It took time for Bubba to trust that Norman wouldn't hurt him. It took time for Norman to learn to move more gently, to understand boundaries, but they got there. Day by day, paw by paw. Their bond shattered every assumption. Norman was supposed to be scary. Bubba was supposed to be aloof. But together, they became something entirely different, something better. A friendship that wasn't based on what they were, but who they became together. Now, they do everything as a team. When someone knocks on the door, Norman barks once and Bubba runs to the window. When Norman gets a treat, Bubba is right there waiting for his piece. When Bubba curls up on the couch, Norman is never far behind. They share their space, their time, and even their fears. And what's most beautiful is that they chose this. No one forced them to get along. No one trained them to become best friends. It just happened. Slowly, naturally, and completely. Love like that is rare. It's in the quiet moments. A nuzzle, a shared nap, a gentle paw on a shoulder. It's in the way Norman waits for Bubba to lead the way Bubba climbs onto Norman's back without hesitation, the way they trust each other completely. If this story made you smile, warmed your heart, or reminded you of how powerful love can be, consider giving it a like or subscribing for more real stories like Bubba and Norman's.
Our team works hard behind the scenes to find and share real-life stories that truly matter. Every video is crafted with care, carefully researched, edited with trusted sources, and always treated with the respect these stories deserve. What you see isn't just made to inspire, it's meant to be real and meaningful.